guys, Ralph here. Welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this wonderful Wednesday here in Connecticut. Life's good, campers. Life is good. You can see the sun just streaming through the windows. It is an absolutely gorgeous day here in Connecticut. Absolutely beautiful. I already did, it's going to get up into the 70s if it's not there already. I've already done 35 miles on the bike. I have a very, very busy day. It's 70. Very, very busy day today. So I may not be able to get back on the bike. Geez, these afternoons in this weather are precious and few if you are a bike rider. So anyway, with that said, you saw the thumbnail. My New York soloist, CALLET New York soloist, has returned. Other than just having your baby home, things happen with my chops. I'm not sure exactly. Well, I know what to make of it, but anyway. With that said, let me honk and we'll get to it. It's like being home. It's like returning home. I didn't even know how much I missed it. Anyway, taking some liberties with arbor number 2. And with those liberties, I got caught with, on the short end of some phrases with breath. Anyway, guys, the New York soloist. Like the 1SB, the greatest trumpet I feel that has ever been made. I really do. Sir, I'm biased. There's no question about it. But that, along with the 1SB, motto. Now, let me start by saying, I am not very meticulous, especially at this point in my life. I am not very meticulous with the upkeep of the instrument. I'm not at all. I get it cleaned, professionally cleaned once every couple of years, whether it needs it or not. Every once in a while, I'll bring it in the shower with me, flow out some gunk. But I don't take care of it. So anyway, last week was, I was getting some funky notes. I thought I might have had a leak. It was so bad. No, the leaks are fine, but it needed a cleaning. The guy literally took some pictures of it and sent it to me. It was pal of mine, and he was absolutely roasting me about taking care of my trumpet. And shout out to AAA Band Rentals in Norwalk. They're wonderful. And Ricky, their repairman. I'm very, very lucky to have a repairman that good. I'll tell you what, are these as delicate as a Stradivarius or something like that? Absolutely not. But they are high-end instruments, guys. And I think, when you hand your baby off to a repairman, you just hope and pray they know what they're doing. And this guy's great. He's a young kid. He'll be around a long time. He's absolutely fabulous. Anyway, with that said, I did a complete week without my trumpet. And I was making do with other trumpets, and I'll get to that in a second. But guys, when I take a week off to go to Maine, when I take a week off to go to the Jersey Shore, when I take a week off to go to Vegas, whatever the case may be, and I just leave the thing home, I come back and there is no problem whatsoever. 15, 20 minutes of getting the fingers aligned with the tongue. Okay? But with this, I was still playing every day. I was warming up on pick. I was doing some, E's above double C on a C trumpet. Guys, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, that's as much about my chops and the mouthpiece as well as the C trumpet. I don't know of another C trumpet. Now, I haven't used another C trumpet in a long time. I have never had a double C come out on a C trumpet, Bach, whatever, Selmer, much less a wide open E. Played a lot of E flat, and as you saw, I was goofing around with my Getzen Eterna severance model. Now, the bulk of my practice and whatnot was on the Getzen, and it was fine. It wasn't a big deal, but I realized, without realizing it. Now, here's another thing, guys. When you're trying out trumpets, and I was just talking about this with a friend of mine the other day. He spends a lot of money, has no problem spending money on high-end trumpets, okay? And but there was one company, Monet, that he felt he played for about 10 minutes and then the bottom dropped out of it. Bottom dropped out of it, okay? Without playing it myself, I'm not sure, but he let a handful of his friends play it who are all, believe me, top-notch, top-level, top-drawer trumpet players. Same thing. Thrilled with it for 5-10 minutes, then where'd it go? Kind of weird. But the point is, when all I was doing, playing a note here, playing a note here, look at my brace and all this for videos on the Getzen, no problem. But when I'm playing 35, 40 minutes straight, with my breaks and stop, spit, buzz, reset, all of a sudden, I noticed I was getting a little strained. Now, here's the thing. This is so easy. Easy to center the tone, keep the chops relaxed, upper register, lower register. You don't have to strain for anything. But to get the center of tone, I think I might have mentioned it on a video last week. The Getzen was very blatty to me after listening to it for more than 30 seconds. Oh, isn't this fun? It's 80 years old, whatever. All right? So all of a sudden I realized I was working harder on the Getzen. Even though it's a real free-flowing horn, I was working harder to center the tone, to try to get the tone I heard in my ear that I was getting effortlessly on the CALLET. And for the longest time, I didn't realize it, guys. And the chops weren't bad. They were taking a hit because I'm always, aware of this and everything. But it was a difference. It was a difference. Now, that leads me to the point of the whole story, guys. Ease of playing. Ease of playing is what we're after. Guys, that's why we relax the corners. Complete and total ease of playing. That's what we're after with everything that we do with True Power. Now, I am going to do another video soon about hyperradiation. Yes, part of you are working, but the ease of playing is what we're after. And just a few days, with not more than really, considering I was using all the other trumpets, I probably didn't play the Getzen more than 30, 40 minutes a day at the most. That little bit, I started straining. And you know where I heard it the most, felt it? The pick. The Brandenburg was not effortless, a little tense on the G's and the A's and all that's getting them. So I stopped and I realized what it was, and I just sort of spit buzzed and eased out until the CALLET came back. But the ease in which every single ease with ease, the ease above double C as well as the whole 9 yards is what we are after. And guys, why? Back in the day with Vacchiano and the 1C, 1.5 C mount, all that sort of stuff, and a Bach trumpet that they used to call the Rupture. You had to work. You had to build up your muscles. We'll get to that another day. Okay? Not me, bud. Not me, bud. Especially at my age, I want to get all the notes I need like I'm falling off a log. The core, the hyperradiation, the PNF, and all that sort of stuff, I will do the work with that. Okay, but my fitness level, I don't even think about it. I've got plenty of triple C's in there in the core. But it was interesting. It was interesting. But with that said, I was glad to have my guy back, my old friend. All right, guys, we'll talk about that. But again, when you're trying out new horns and all that sort of stuff, don't fall in love with just after a couple notes. Okay? Okay, guys, have a great day. Love you all.